Are you tired of just missing out on the Iron Man gear, quickly turning the hunter into the hunted? Every second counts, so let's flip the odds and give you the upper hand so that you can become the hunter again. It's not a secret of where the hex pads are on the map, and if you've caught my previous video, you might have seen how I overlaid the distance between each chest. Let me share some additional insights as you get closer to these hex pads. You might have noticed that there are markings on these landing pads. There are 4 legs of the armory to slot into for the landing. What's good to pay attention to is that one of these triangle shapes is longer than the others and a different colour and shape. This is for the ramp of the pod. Opposite this longer triangle is free of any markings. This is the back of the pod where the little platform opens. Why are you telling me this, I hear you ask? Well, the best thing about these shapes is that they're visible from the sky whether you're falling from the battle bus or whether you've already got yourself some Iron Man boots and raiding a second hex pad. Actually, if you look at the map, you can just make out the orientation of each map. But here's an infographic that shows you the orientation of each of the hex pads along with their relative location to the chest and the markings of the hex pad. You can think of these hex markings as a compass, with the ramp side representing north and the opposite being the south. And the middle point between the legs on the left side is the west and the middle of the right side as the east. Coming in for the Nitrodrome, line yourself up with the unmarked or south side of the hex pad side, which will take you to the chest. For Doom's Courtyard landing pad, you want to follow the west side of the hex pad, smack bang between the 2 legs of the left side of the landing pad. Coming into the raft, you want to follow the northwest leg to the Stark chest. Ain't no love in reckless railways. But there is for this chest. Just follow the point of the hex to be the first to the chest. At Grimgate, you want to follow the north-northwest side of the hex between the ramp side and the front left leg. At Brawler's Battleground or Mount Olympus, head to the empty side of the hex to find it underneath this little bit. I don't know what it's called. Here's another view of the chest location relative to the hex landing pad if it makes it easier to remember. The southern place ones have the chests at the bottom of the hex, the raft and Grimgate being on the west side point to the west. Just remember on this graphic all landing pads are facing north, which isn't true when looking at the map. However, this view is their position to the hex as well as the orientation on the map. For more tips and insights on the Iron Man gear, here's a video to watch next.